Dawn from Let's Make a Mess today. This is part 2 of the distress stain video. I don't think it's going to be very long. I have a few questions, and I know I'm going to have more as I play more with them, but I don't know, how this will play out. So let's just go ahead and roll with it and just see what happens. I did kind of make a little tiny note of the things I do want to know so that I don't forget. But okay, so yeah, well, let me show you what I made last night. And I didn't, some of the things I didn't like were the sharp edges, the, real dark spots, the, again, the real sharp, like lines. I guess you would call that lines of demarcation in my world. I don't know if that's a true art term or not. But yeah, so, and then it's just like these here, it's not horrible, and I'll not throw these away. But they're just not not what I want to see. So last night after I did the video, I couldn't sleep, and before my daughter got yelled at me to go to bed, I actually created this page, which was like a sop up page, and I just like it. I like this, mess going on. And then I did this one, and how I did this one was I went ahead and sprayed water on the page first, on the stain first, and then applied it, and then I took a brush, of course. It's not perfect, it's far from perfect, but it's better. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'll show you how that worked out tonight as well. I'm gonna keep these pages, they're not going anywhere. Love them for sure. So, the first thing I'm gonna do that water on the last, because I think I have a page ready for that. We're going to do that last because it's the wettest, I think, of all of the things I want to try. So the first thing I want to do is I want to see does this stain reactivate now that it's completely 100% dry, when you put water on it. Let's see. Does anything happen? Or is it done? I think it's done. Does it? Wow, it's really done. It's not moving, it's not going anywhere. I mean, there's some, but it's not a lot. I mean, it's not, there's some pigment. It lightens up. I think that's lightening up, but it's not going to change the initial marks. So that's question answered. It's good to know that if you want to lighten something up, you can. And then see what it did? It made another. This stuff is interesting. I don't quite get it. See, you can get rid of, but you'll just make more lines. Like these lines are going to stay there now, right? So you're just basically making new lines when you do that. All right, so that's good to know. All right. I have got some index cards that I'm going to sop up tonight because I think I don't want to waste this paint. I might be using a lot of it. I'm not sure. So, just going to sop it up a little bit with this tonight as we go. Alright, well, since that kind of answers that, it lightens it up, but it doesn't change the original. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and, since I did say I was going to spray later, let's just go ahead. And so one of my questions is can you add paint or more stain, and how will that work? See, by doing that, I actually got some of the fiber off the paper, so let's get that out of there. We don't want that. Okay, so there is a little bit of water on here. Let's put a little bit more, right? Just to get it and then let's put some blue, like, not the shade of, which one? That peacock. Really like this. Well, evergreen bow. Was that blue? We're gonna find out. So remember, you have to push down, and well, that's pretty. Push down and spread. Maybe push down and squeeze a little bit. There we go. Oh, and I did notice too that when you push down on the paper, not out here, those circles do stay on the page. Okay, so this is good. What's happening here, I think. Okay, and we're just going to do it on this top half. So, liking that. Do you normally not use a brush on this? Or do you just kind of do the flow thing? Like they do with those acrylic paint flowed? Oh, those are beautiful. Have you seen them? That's pretty. And I'm basically going to just say this is one half of the page and this is the other half of the page. So, because this is test, so I'm going to go ahead and let that come off. And then I'm going to go ahead and soak it up with I'm calling it an iCAD. And for those of you that haven't done the iCAD thing, don't feel bad because either have I tried. Oh boy. But I was really bad at it. But I can use these for the iCADs this coming year if it comes around. I hope they do it every year. Because I tried to do it last year and I should have left this on there. I shouldn't have done what I just did. But actually it's okay. No, it's not okay. I should have left it alone. My bad. Boy, do I have a lot to learn. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry, and then maybe even try another something or something. I kind of feel like adding more, but I don't really want to. So, Gracie, no, you stay there. This is too wet. Okay, so, you can add more paint. I think I messed it up by. I really wanna. Let me just do it by putting a little bit of water. I know I'm there. That's enough. I'm just trying another little spot. Okay. See, I don't know if that's a little or a lot or... Let's just see what happens with this. And I'm not going to touch it this time, I promise. See what the water does? That's kind of pretty. Let's just spray some water right here and see what happens. I'll leave that. Okay? I promise. Look at that, it even brightened it up. I don't know if it'll dry dull again or what's the deal. Okay, so you can't really reactivate it. You can't really get rid of the hard lines. But actually they did kind of go away. You know, some of those that were over there did kind of go away. So, but you'd have to, I don't know. Still thinking here. Okay, let me just put this aside for a second. And then my next one was, can you collage over it? So let's go ahead, and I've got a couple of images here that I want to just post-it note down on here. I don't have to make it so big. We'll use that for something else. So, and I want to cut this off. Since I'm collaging, can I take these off? You know what? I'm just going to take... Who can work with that kind of stuff? Not me. So let's go ahead and just cut these. It's supposed to be her shadow, but we don't need her shadow. So... Okay, so I'm just going to glue this on. Let's get that piece of paper or something. Let's just glue these on this way. And then we'll Mod Podge over and see what happens. I can really just do the one image, right? Do I need to do two? Let's just do one. Let's just do her. We'll know what happens with the one image. I like her better on this, and she brightens it up a little bit. So we're gonna glue stick, not post-it note. I said glue stick, I didn't say post-it note, because I always say post-it note for some silly reason. So we're gonna glue stick her on. And then we are going to... Another thing to try is pencils. I bet they were fine with this, especially the ink tints. I bet they were great. Alright, so there's that. But if I'm going to do the ink tints, I should probably try them before I try the Mod Podge. So let's try that real quick. Because ink tints don't work well over Mod Podge. So let's just try something. I'm probably not going to remember any of this. It takes me 10 times to remember anything. So, what should I use? something that'll show up. I don't know what. Oh, you know what I should use is these. Yeah, because I've never used these before. I'm going to keep this. To find out. So this is a fine tip. Well, that's nice. And then what does this do? And this is a brush tip. I have no idea what these do, but let's just go ahead and go with the, let's go with the brush tip for this. Yeah, it's kind of, it's not very messy looking, is it? It's like you're outlining it. Like, why would you want to do that? I guess this is better for writing. Yeah. Okay, these will be writing utensils. That's what these are for. So thick and thin writing. Why isn't this one writing? Do you have to do anything to get it to come out? Like, really? It's just nothing there? Is this dried up? This is bunk. This pen doesn't even work. Am I doing something wrong, you guys? I don't see anything working on here. It's not working at all. Do you have to shake it? Wow, this is just nothing. There's nothing in here. Nothing. I feel like I got ripped off. Should I take it back? I think I will. I still have the, well, that's disappointing, but I still have the receipt. So that's a go back because, I mean, it was only a couple bucks, but a couple bucks is another jar of this. Okay, so that didn't work. Okay, let's live and learn. Unless you guys know the secret to those, let me know. It'd be nice if you did. Okay, so let's just use a blue. That's going to be pretty. I don't know why, but contrasting. And then what I do is I use a Q-tip. Mess it up. Oh, that's better. It writes on here very well. Blue is probably not the best color right here. I mean, I'm sure it's not, but I don't care. It's the first thing, and I wanted something to show up. Let's see. Probably this is better than a Q-tip on this surface. Just feels better. I'm probably seeing the pencil right there, but see, this is better right here, I think. Softens it quite a bit. Yeah, I know I didn't go all the way around, but that's okay. I just wanted to test. Okay, so there we go. So that's that. So ink tents right well on them. Let's Mod Podge. Let's still use my old bottle. Let's do some Mod Podge. See how that works. I'm sure it's going to be fine because it seems to be permanent. I mean, once it's down, it's done, I think, right? I know, I always put a lot. Don't judge. I put a lot. I'm a newbie. Okay, I'm seeing something come up off of the page. Yeah, see, a little bit of the brown's coming up onto the brush. See? So it is coming up a little bit, but, so there you go, that's fine. So we know that you can do that. Okay. So collaging is fine. I want to try to. That one's a done deal. And the green one, how's that one doing over here? Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? With just a spray. I wonder what alcohol would do on here. Because you know how if you spray alcohol like that, you know what I mean? I wonder if it would separate it like that. These are cool. I probably just way overdid it with product, right? That's probably what's going on in that. This started to write and then it stopped. But kind of bummed about those pencils. Okay, so now on this one, what am I gonna do? Let's put that away. You can add paint, add more paint or stain. Without making it, we'd have to make it wet. I'm just gonna spray this. How does this behave with like spray? Probably fine, right? Let's just use this spray. These two. This one's probably the best one, not this one. Maybe this one. This is a tumble dye fabric, permanent, and this is a spray ink, so it should be fine. Oh gosh. It's normal, it looks like paint, no big deal. And there we go. It's gonna be fine. So basically it's fine as a background. You can add to whatever you want with it. Basically, I think once it's dry, it's permanent. You know, pretty permanent. I mean, we did see a little bit of bleed on the brush from the collage. And then we saw when I tried to put some other paint, you know, put some water on it, put some more on it, and try to overwork it. I think I was overworking it. It came up a little bit, but I think any paint would probably do that. Okay, so that's good. And now, the last thing I want to do, because I'm actually kind of tired tonight, is I want to go ahead and show you this with water on it. So you should see my area. Last night I didn't clean up hardly anything. It's kind of a disaster. Yeah, because I got up and I did this, and then I was rummaging through some stuff, and I wanted to actually start a junk journal. And my daughter's like, "Mom, when are you going to bed?" I'm like, "Oh my," because we have a real small place. And so I'm like, yeah, right now. So she's the boss of me. So there's that. Let's put those away. So I am gonna straighten up tonight. Okay, but let's spray this with some water. I think I need to get a smaller water. I think I have a small little water thing too. I'll just get one of those empty bottles that I have and put some water, because I think this is a lot, right? Probably a lot. As I spray some more. So, okay, I just wanted to show you how, you know what, I don't want to touch it with a brush. Or do I? How are you supposed to do this? Are you supposed to use it with a brush, or are you supposed to leave white spots? I know what I'll do. I'll put down, all right, this is really light. It's too light though. Let's just do it. Okay. I'm going to go over the whole thing like I saw them do on YouTube. Just go over the whole thing. And then I think if you want it darker, you're supposed to be able to go over it again. And oh, push down, Dawn. Do I see that darkening up? Yes, see it? It is. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, that's pretty. So there's that pink, and then we're gonna go with like a little bit, not the stormy sky. That's kind of gray. I really like that, but let's go with that added lilac again. No, pink and peacock feathers. I want it to just be cray cray. Yeah, I just said that. So let's just, well, what's going to happen? That's kind of pretty, huh? That disappears. I wonder if it would disappear on here. Kind of it does. I'm not going to touch it, you guys, as I lift it up. But yeah, I just want to see what it does on its own. And I'm seeing some feathering into it. Boy, I wish there was a class on this stuff. But it's okay. We'll just let that dry. I'm going to wipe this up with my iCad. I love this splashy look. And then, I'm honest, I'm not going to touch it, even though there's a spot right there that's killing me. I want to get it, but I'm going to leave it. It's texture. So, oh, I love this stuff. I love how it's feathering. It kind of has this, what is it, dendritic, like prints that you can do with, I really want to get that off of there. Can I? Oh, you know what it is? It's like paper. I wonder if it dries. I'll just leave it. Okay. So anyway, so there it is. So basically we've done everything. So I think basically what I've learned that you can't get rid of the lines. I think I said that already. You can paint over it and it's pretty cool. This will be a cool background for something. You can collage and write. Actually, let's try to write with a regular pen and see how that behaves. I don't have any good pens. What's this one? This is... Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I just spelled art with 2 R's. Mm-hmm. Smart. Okay, so there we go. Writing on it is fine. Regular pencil works great. Pen, I mean, works great. This isn't going anywhere. It's on there. I should kind of like it. The Mod Podge left a nice little shine. It's not terrible. It's like, this is matte, but even matte Mod Podge has a shine. Loving the iCad starts. Those are pretty. I think too, did you notice how I mopped these up? I think that if I had a big enough space and I could like actually mop these up like that, I think it's better. I think they're more interesting because I noticed that on these. This was mopped up and I like it better. Maybe I don't like the daubing. This is turning out really cool over here, you guys. I gotta show you this. That's pretty cool. Actually, it should go that way. That's pretty. It's going to be interesting. See how soft that is? Yeah, I'll do that a few million times. I might just get it. Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed watching me try to learn how to use these. I'm going to be probably using them a lot. And so that's it for right now with the distress thing. I think what I'm going to use them a lot for is... if you can't turn over something like that, if you have a big piece of paper and you can't blot like that, how do you do it? Would you blot like this and then blot on the paper? Because I really like the way this looks. It's grungy and it's interesting. You know, I think this is what I like. Wait, before I let you go, I wanted to try one more thing. I forgot. Totally forgot. Hold on. At work today, when it was my lunch time, and I went ahead and I got a whole bunch more of those calendars somebody gave me because it's the end of May. So, but I wanted to see what this is like on just regular paper, not like art paper, that is magazine pages. So let's try to do what I just said a second ago. Let's, I'm gonna use blue because there's a lot of blue on. No, I'm gonna use green. What is this? Not the old paper. Old paper's kind of green though, right? Okay, I promise this is the last thing I'm gonna do. Peeled paint. This is peeled paint. And what I want to do is I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to put it down on here. Right, like that. Big blob of it. That's a lot. I have to take this off. Yeah. This is probably where I'm going to need my gloves, but for you, I'm not going to do it. Because I know it's going to take time, so see? Then can you just kind of go like that? And how does it work on magazine paper? Boy, it sure gets lost in there, doesn't it? Kind of a waste. Yeah, that's kind of a waste. You can do the same thing with watered down acrylic on here and probably be better off. You know what I mean? I think. Or even tumble dye. I love these tumble dyes. Have you tried these yet? I know Tracy has them. She loves them. See, those are so cool. Barbara Owen taught me about these. I love them. So yeah, okay. Yeah, because you know, I get these calendars, I told you about them, and I get, you know, cheap magazines. So, I mean, if I can find a way to incorporate that into my art craft, I am going to. So, there we have it. All right, guys, I promise this is it for real. Have a good evening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.